None of them will be good, and none of them will be fun. I like this card though, I think it's okay. Garbage here. Or an animal's okay. I think I'll just take the 1-drop. I like having it. Garbage here, sorry. Garbage here. We can like only target the... Never mind. Garbage here. Tether's a good card. Wow, sort of interesting. This card is a lot less good when all your minions are as absolute dog shit as ours appear to be. I'm gonna take the Shadow Council. Probably won't see another copy of either of those cards. Council's more fun. Yeah, Council's more fun. I think the 4 is okay. Alright, let's take a big fat mama. I'm gonna take Golden Scarab, I don't know. It's fun, right? Complete dog shit here. Take a Vizier. Absolute dog shit here. Garbage here. We got ourselves a Scrap Imp. I think Demonic Dynamics is fun. None of this is very good. Jaraxus is definitely the best of that pile. Boy, we could have as many Dirge of Despairs as we could ever hope. Dragon? I could get Amalgams. Council's like Wormrest Purifier? Yeah, sort of. It's better than Wormrest Purifier, for sure. Wormrest should draw you a card. Change your neutrals into class cards and then draw you a card. Make it a 2-mana 2/2 or something. Sure. I just don't want any of these. I guess I'm just gonna take the 1-drop. I don't know, maybe I can find... God damn, how many Dirge of Despairs and Evil Recruiters does one man have to see? In a deck, in a class where you'll get offered 0 lackeys and 0 good demons. What am I supposed to take here? Goddamn Felfin Navigator? Oh, God, it just hurts. It hurts to play Hearthstone. It really does. Okay, the Crusty Rusty. It just gave us, like, the worst deck ever. And a couple of ways to change it into a better deck. So maybe. Take the Doomkin. I'm taking another one of these. We could take a Ring Matron, but...
Gul'dan versus Uther. I will fight with honor. Your soul shall be mine.
Okay, the mulliganing is going to be quite easy with this deck, though. Mulligan everything most of the time. Look for our, like, we have 3 good cards in our deck, so we should look for those. 12-0. I think this deck's going 12-0. Somebody can make a deck like this work. It's a streamer, man. Hope you don't meet killers in the first 3 games, yeah. Yeah, that would be ideal. Could play one of the undead and then maybe the Vizier can get cheaper. Can't lose with the leader of the raid. Who's the leader of the raid? This thing?
The more you struggle, the better.
To get it off the board, try to make it to like my more expensive, more powerful cards without him putting another, you know, +4/+4 on it or something.
Reporting for duty.
Appears to be what he may be trying to do here.
I'll start this show.
Could use it to clear them both, but I don't really see a point in that. The other day, an opponent double Doomkinned me. I think if you're going first and you're ahead, it can be a backbreaking card sometimes. We unfortunately did not go first, and we right now are not ahead, but
Reporting for duty.
I still think it can be a good card. You do have to have like a reason to be ramping, right? So like just playing it and then having like a sidekick and a raid leader and stuff like that's not good enough. But having a Sunwell and an early Dreadlord, like stuff like that can matter.
Reporting for duty.
Wish it wasn't completely useless at 10 mana. Yeah, I actually kind of hate a lot of cards kind of feel that way. Like, a lot of them do nothing, the ramp cards. I wish they got an effect once you get to 10. Even if it was just like, give it +1/+1 or something stupid like that, it would feel better, you know? You have to draw it at exactly the right time. Well, it's either like sitting in your hand, in your opening hand and rotting, so you can play it on curve and hopefully everything else works, or like, you know, yeah, you draw it on the exact right turn. But, you know, that's sort of the pros and the cons of a ramp card, right? It's like, if it was too good, too consistently, that would probably be a bad thing for the game. All cards that ramp should probably give that excess mana card that lets you draw. Yeah, most do, or maybe not. Like the 4 mana 3/2 that draws you a spell, so even if you're at full mana, it still does something.
Reporting for duty.
What fire spells am I even really looking for?
Toys are much more fun to bring.
It's going to be okay.
I don't know. I'm gonna do this now. If I just get like a Rustwix here, I'm just gonna jam a Rustwix.
I'll start this show.
It's weird since most of the cards were just Druid. I guess this also just involves a Druid. Yeah, it was a Druid Warlock card. It's weird that that's a Warlock card. I don't really get the flavor of it. I don't really want to do this, but maybe I do. Like, maybe my hand's just too stupid. Maybe it doesn't really matter. If you cast 3 spells while holding this, summon a different demon from your deck. We have a Ganarg, a Bald Lady. Grev, thank you for gifting one to Ziv. Very cool of you, very kind. I'm sure he appreciates it. Yay, nada. The annoying fan got him. And we're gonna do a quest too, that's good.
Gul'dan versus Sir Anoyo. Hello. Your soul shall be mine.
I guess I keep the bad cards, because I'm going to convert them all, right? Did point 12 today. I thought they deserved something. Yeah, they do. We should gift everybody who goes 12 wins a Redbeard sub. We would get at least 2 or 3 more subs. I would think that would be a good decision by Blizzard. Alright, so we're doing the scrap. And let's think about this. So we do the scrap, the tap, and the council. And then we just get some double buffed minions. This is about as good of a draw as our deck can have. Four mana 7/7. Did they buff Flame Lance to deal 25 damage? They did, yeah. Kind of goofy, but they actually did do that. Barely play Arena, but my last run was 0-3. Hey, it happens. Just need a one of these demons to live at some point.
It's boogie time.
It's not good. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, that's fine. It's just dumb cards, right? Like, win or lose, these are just dumb cards. Scrap Imp, Shadow Council, the Warlock location.
Protocol 7 engaged.
The more you struggle, the better. Hop in, the pit is churning.
Like, yeah, it's nice to win, but like, these aren't, like, they're not having any fun.
time.
My blades will sing.
Can't quash the mud.
Is Arena become better or worse since the last patch? I think since the last patch, it's gotten worse. Because now the decks are just less interesting. But you're not gonna, like, win that much more. Like, the decks are weaker, but people are still buying decks and retiring. They might have to retire an extra 10 decks to get the most broken deck you've ever seen. But that doesn't help the honest player or the casual or the new player. So your deck's still never going to be as strong as that. Even if their decks are proportionately somewhat weaker, those aren't the decks that they're gonna roll, that you're gonna play.
Versus the Lich King. All will serve me in death. Your soul shall be mine.
Could work. I don't know. We really need Scrap Imp and we really need Shadow Council. I've ever said for a long time, the micro adjustments don't help. They hurt. And it's been proven right far more often than he's been proven wrong. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever really been proven wrong. I don't know.
I have been chosen by Amatis herself.
Like, it's I always gotta stress, it's not to imply that, like, the changes can never yield, like, a good run or, like, a good night or whatever. But, like, conceptually, just making more neutrals doesn't make drafting more fun. And playing against broken decks is as shit as it always is. So it's like, I'm not sure what tangible great gain was ever made. It's pretty good, actually. Even if I'm not playing these, I can load up my hand with 1 mana 4/5s, maybe. It's a pretty nasty combo. Now, if you said, like, hey, we adjusted the rate of this card by 7%, and we upped the rate of these, you know, druid cards by X%, like that would make more sense. It would make more sense to me. I'm actually going to tap and actually play one of them, I think. I don't want to fall so far behind. I can already play like a 3 and a 1 and then a 3 and a 2. Holy moly, it's a Redbeard stream. Hope you're doing dandy. Yeah, I'm doing great, man. We're gonna check out some Honkai Star Rail in a bit. We're doing some Hearthstone now. Rush. You listen to Red, his best advice is to fill your ears with cement and watch Dreads. He has a hot bod, and you can't hear him rap, so it's all upside. Yeah, you definitely don't want to hear him rap. That I'd agree with. Even if I get a 1 mana deal 2, I'm not passing out on a 1 mana 4/5. Leave Arena alone and give it the best chance to succeed before the barcode accounts start cropping up. Decreasing class cards offering and balancing doesn't actually help. Yeah, I don't think that their intention is... I don't think they actually expect it to yield a result in terms of balance. But it's just funny, because it's like, if you're gonna do the changes, and you want, like, people to acknowledge your effort and your hard work and whatnot, wouldn't you then look at what the results are of what your micro adjustments are, and then be like, oh crap, we fucked up every single time? That Death Knight's now at 55%, and Paladin and Rogue and Druid and Priest are still, statistically speaking, basically unplayable? Wouldn't you be like, oh man, like, we definitely... How many times would you need to do it and not get a semblance of balance before you realize, like, it doesn't do what you claim it might? I don't know.
So where does the magic come from?
You know? I don't know. You just look at it, it's like, what did you think this was? What did you want to happen? Like, is this the result of what you wanted? It might even be more disparity between the classes, I don't know. I haven't cared enough to look for too closely for a while now, but... Hey, you know what? This was the best one I could get. Red, maybe they will listen to you if you stopped playing. Yeah, I mean, maybe. Probably not. It's okay. One day they'll get it right. I don't think it'll be this team. I don't know who even really works on the game these days. But if they do get it right, I imagine it'll be a different crew.
Gul'dan versus Jaina,
One good thing though, we have 3 wins.
your soul
We have a Shadow
shall be
Council.
mine.
I think I'm actually just gonna ditch the dynamics because in the later stages of the game, it could be one of my better draws. Whereas these are just some of my worst cards in my deck. So converting them into better statted demons is a-okay by me. I'm gonna hold out, especially if he has a bit of a slow start, as much as I can. Hey, nice, Demonic Dynamics is back. I think I'm gonna tap, and then I think I'm gonna coin. I'm gonna try to end up with a 2-drop. He's having a slow start himself. If I get a Scrap Imp, I'll just play a Scrap Imp. But we'll do this. We go up to 3. Wow, we're getting some of our best cards. These aren't great, but there's some of our better cards in our deck. It changes things, doesn't it?
Armor! Lightly used armor. Guys, I can't move.
Why did that take half an hour to proc? Do you play against opponents with the same score? Yeah. Plus or minus, like a win or 2 or a loss, maybe. So anybody who works at Blizzard that's in charge of Arena? No. Matt is the mode lead, but he has Duels, Mercenaries, Arena, and it seems like what they've been working on since he got the job has basically been basically just creating Twist, not like really maintaining the other modes. Is what it seems like. I could play something this turn and just add another card to my hand. Oh, but I have to play Shadow Council. So
So many possibilities.
Twist and the big wild balance expansion? Yeah. Arena's an afterthought, yeah. Try to just play something that I get from this though, couldn't I? Okay, here, I'm gonna do this. This would really not be bad to just drop like 2 minions here, but an extra +2/+2 is kind of nice. Extra +4/+4. Yeah, I forgot. They probably did do some work. And honestly, the big wild balance expansion sort of thing concept, that's cool. The concept of Twitch, Twist is cool. I don't think the first or probably even the second modes they've selected really appeal to me, and the first mode didn't seem to appeal to anyone. But like they're cool concepts, but it's just like as somebody and many of us who enjoy Arena, having them create and fail like multiple new modes and do nothing for Arena, that just kind of gets frustrating, right?
We're back online!
They cannot stop my work.
I'll start this show!
Void resonates.
Arena's always been the stepchild. I don't mean that in a Pornhub kind of way. Yeah, I mean, I get that. I wish, honestly, they would scrap Arena entirely. Start something from scratch, and then consult me to make it for them. Cool $350,000 consultation fee. Give them the best game. It would probably fail. I wouldn't care. I'd have all my money. My idea would be awesome.
I intend to deceive.
I personally don't see a big problem with that. Great, I got the attack package. The attack demon package. In the good news, Magic Arena will have the new Eldraine set on September 5th, I think. That's cool. I probably won't stream it, but I was thinking about checking it out. I didn't play any Lord of the Rings, but I liked Brothers War. I didn't play any Phyrexia. I think I played the one before Brothers War too. Magic's just always good. Let's say, what's your idea? But don't give that shit away for free. Oh, a cube, PvP drafting, a sealed format, better reward structure. I mean, I give away my all these wonderful ideas for 5 years now, every night for 5.5 years. Improved upon that. What else did they make? They copied a nice auto battler. That was good for them. I played 39 Premier Lord of the Rings drafts. Does it track for you, or were you tracking them? Like with my Pokemon purchasing habits, my Magic the Gathering spending habits, I don't want to know. I don't want to know how many I've played and how much money I've spent. I kept tracking a Discord channel. Okay.
Me have bad for you.
Then effing up Mercs and not making a Slay the Spire copy was a huge mistake. Yeah.
So where does the magic
Yeah.
come from?
I've been playing Monster Train off stream, and man, Monster Train is so good. It really is so great. Pay up the old bet. Let's pay up the old bet. Choose outcome. It went 12, right? Let's pay up 12. It went 12. So I'm tapping first. Even if you made a paid version of Slay the Spire, if it was awesome, people would drop 100 coins or whatever for a run. Oh yeah, right? Like just gold coins or whatever. Because there's almost no reason or way to spend gold in Hearthstone anymore outside of Arena and duels. Like you can't buy like any of the passes with gold. Like you can only buy packs. It's kind of weird. I'm actually gonna tap and shoot. Yeah, having a good game mode that people were incentivized to spend gold on, even if you couldn't get gold back, but like you just got like cosmetics or something for like a Slay the Spire style mode. It was PvE, and like you just had fun while you played it. That would be cool. Just stream Monster Train. Yeah, it's like a risk versus reward thing with streaming, right? So I can stream Monster Train to like 22 people, or I can just enjoy Monster Train off stream, not tank my numbers and not have all the messages be, hey, why did you quit Arena or why did you quit Hearthstone or whatever. God, I want to play this. You know what? I'm gonna play it. I'll take another hit, and then I can drop Enhanced Dreadlord. Have you ever tried Inscription? I haven't. I know a lot of people were playing Inscription for a while. Dreads might have played some of that. I don't think why did you quit Arena is a very hard question to answer. Okay, maybe they wouldn't ask that. People would ask, like, when's Arena? When will you be playing Arena again? When will you wear wigs again, Redbeard? And now we play the game. It's so sad you hide your beautiful forehead behind a cap. Beautiful forehead? Why, thank you. Problem is I don't have any removal. So if he just kills my 1/2 and the 5/7 and clocks me for 8, I'll be pissed.
Did that just...
Stop pooping the mouth.
Why are his
When
guys
will
so
you play
big?
in your underwear again? Red Bar is the right question to ask, and with that good morning, faccina sole.
Oh, wait, I lied. I do have removal. Do I have an undead? I don't have an undead. Thank you so much, Reman. I appreciate the 4 months in a row. Hit. Never Hellfire? Hit. I can't because I can't kill that one first. Look for an amalgam. I want to get this down, but you know what? I guess the stats on an amalgam is a better deal. I don't know if I have time to cast this. Maybe a Void Caller's the best bet to just pull whatever is in my hand out. That's not good. You know, I might just destroy this whole hand.
Armor! Lightly used armor!
Okay, sure. Some of this is okay. Mech Theory with Hellfire seemed good. Maybe. You lose everything. He asphyxiates your guy, you lose a game. Well, maybe. He siphons your guy, you just lose on the spot. Need to deal 2. Need to deal 1.
Ready to fight for a better future? Hope prevails.
You know what?
Hope prevails.
I'm just gonna do it like this. Do I see Lord of the Burning Legion in this deck? Yeah, we got Lord Jaraxus down there. 4/3. 5/3. Okay, our guy's alive. Taunt.
The more you struggle, the better.
I guess I'm just gonna take this. I don't really know. Let's be more mana efficient.
Anyone order a ghoul to the face?
This could help us squeeze out like a hero power or something. And what's that? A eulogizer? Mechanome guy. Okay, so we need to kill him before he scourges us. Good corpse explosion. That would be bad. Okay. Feel fairly confident.
My blades are just for show.
I don't know if this leads to lethal. Looks like it does. Just leaving the 2-3 up. I guess he can trade go up to 18. We have 8, 10, 24.
Blast.
Alright, 5 is definitely more than 4. And I would say so far we've gotten very lucky that we've hit our Scrap Imp, our Shadow Council, and the two of them together a lot. I think it's a very different deck when you're playing like just armor vendors and things like that.
Gul'dan versus the Lich King. All will serve me.
Hey Merc, thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs. You certainly didn't have to do that for little old me, but I appreciate it. Let's go, Brandon. My name's not Brandon, it's Redbeard.
Welcome to Dog Poop.
Close, maybe that was a typo. Pew Pew, thank you. Welcome, Stirp, Rick Astley, the real Rick Astley, Disaster Marcus, and La Epidemia. Welcome everybody, courtesy of Merc. Good lord, where would we be without Merc? The Beetle King, characters like this, probably dead in a ditch somewhere.
Welcome to Dog Poop in the Mouth.
Type 5, check this out. Redbeard succumbing to the purchase deck pressure. Well, our deck is doo-doo. It's hot dookie. I wouldn't call this
I have been chosen by
wouldn't call this a good deck.
And close enough.
Do I want
for the Peacekeeper.
to play one of these? I'm gonna just tap. Maximize my Shadow Council for next turn. I know I'm not gonna get another wow. Okay. Thought he would for sure hero power there.
For the Peacekeeper.
And now the premier act.
It's pretty good if I can get a weapon equipped, which it does not look like I will be able to. But I did get a 2 mana 5/5. Hits there, he trades there. He doesn't do that. Scarab is certainly not the best draw I could have, but it's also not the worst. This puts more power on the board, but stops him from being able to summon more power for free. And like, Death Knights have so many undeads. They're just kind of, his whole hand's probably undeads. 7-0 with your Demon Hunter. Hey, congrats, man. Chops one, trades the other. I mean, all things considered, I feel like could be going worse for me. Jaraxus.
The overture is upon us.
I got a rush, got some taunts with lifesteal. If these can stick and give me some life back, that'd be delightful. Didn't Dreads get kicked today by Vrykul in a game? I don't know. Type 6. Thank goodness for Bert. Thank goodness for Merc. And Bert. I like this Bert guy. Seems like a nice man. Dude, 11 wins, Red. I don't think we're getting there, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. Oh, Lord. I will try.
Little time.
Well, I do have 2 bases. I have that card too. You know what? I'm gonna take that.
Armor! Lightly used
And I'm gonna take his armor in case he has a shield slam from his Sunwell. Dreads almost kicked himself when he missed lethal when he had 3 8/8s. I saw that. I thought he was trolling you guys.
Reach for the sky.
Does he have a hard removal for this? I could just play this, kill it, but What better time than now to try, right?
For a master tactician, this
Is this an 8-8? Is this an 8-8? This is an 8-8.
My blades are bloodshed.
There is no saving.
breaking you by
They didn't do anything last turn. I'm gonna push it all in case the Jaraxus provides lethal. This is a nice basis. This basis is nice. He's really nice. That's really nice.
inside voice.
Okay, not a bad top deck. As long as he's still dead, though, I guess I don't care. I have another one of these.
This realm of death.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know what? You face Jaraxus. And we can hear Jaraxus' voice line. Yeah, we got to hear Jaraxus' voice line. Is this deck so OP that the tracker stopped working? I don't think so. I don't think so. Wow, 6 wins. 1 a.m. And we're going to try to get a few more wins. Our runs actually were pretty good today. We had a terrible DK. Horrifically boring, go 7. We had a very good mage. Relatively speaking, go 1. 2, 2. Then this one, no? We haven't retired anything. We really haven't retired a lot. Like a week or two? 2, 3 weeks? Jed's been retiring so much. I feel like I'm retiring vicariously through him, but I'm not. I'm gonna roll it all. Try to find our Shadow Council. Try to find our Scrap Imp. Like, again, we just have really, like, 3 good cards in our deck. We've just been lucky to draw them pretty much every game. Turns all of our horrible crap into overstated minions. Merc, thank you for gifting one to Kimchi. I hope Kimchi appreciates it, although we may never know. We may never know.
So where does the magic come from?
Is that a random sub gift? I don't know. It might be. Maybe not.
Welcome.
Hexajon, thank you for the 29 months.
Thanks.
Hey, thank you, Hex. Come on, I don't really do that much. I retired one of my last 5 runs, and the rest went 8+. And then something, see Dread retiring over and over. He just retires so much. He slows him down for a little bit. XG Wunsana, thank you XG for the follow. There's no way he put counterspell down, right? If this gets countered, then the following turn I can coin the Doomkin.
Hide behind your servants. I will still find you.
That's not good. Mr. Red, can we have the name of the song? This is Nocturnal by The Midnight.
Welcome to Dog Poop in the Mouth.
Merc, gifting one to Imoniaki. Order, no. I don't care about the buffs. I wanted to play a minion. I don't want to tap. It could have been counterspell also. That would have changed what we did. Oh my lord, I can't even play this. We're screwed.
We're back online! No one tried this recipe but me!
Thank you, Red, for the song name. Hey, no problem, Imoniaki. I hope you enjoy it. 1 mana. Oh, from this year. That's not good. That's also not good. My problem is I really want to play this.
That's scrappy! Get off my track!
How many more? Or how many have I cast? Not many. This card should gain you 5 armor every turn, I think. Do you like Phil Collins? I'm not a big fan of Phil Collins, no. I'm not super familiar with Phil Collins. I only know a few songs, right? And Genesis. I couldn't tell you a Genesis song. I lost at 7-0. Thanks for the curse, Zip. Yeah, Zip really screwed us.
Ready to fight for a better future?
Trying. Oh Lord, how I am trying. His daughter is a treat, though. I don't know what that means. Bill, Fallen. I don't. Is she an actress? She's been in some movies. His daughter is a frozen yogurt. The Warlock gained 15 health from the harp. Wow. I love that the mods troll dreads with his commands. Yeah. Work's been great. I've been on the receiving end of those gifted subs. And they're better than regular subs. They are. They're much better than a regular sub. Well, for me, they're the exact same, but they're nice, though. Maybe Red should spectate Lyros to give him some luck. Did we get a win from spectating Lyros earlier? What lost that game? Going second and having a terrible deck lost us the game. Not hitting the appropriate necessary cards. Not hitting one of our 3 good cards.
Welcome to dog poop in the mouth.
If you're talking to me. When are you playing some ABBA? I like ABBA. Get a 4-cost minion. You could tap and play the 1. That doesn't really help me. I think I'm just gonna get a 4-cost minion here. Silence could be good. I guess this guy's just kind of nasty if you can't kill him sometimes. I'm there. I am. There is always something you can do different. True. You can always do different things, but that doesn't mean you can always win. Sometimes you lose because you went second. Yes, you can always make different plays. You can play this. You can not play that.
I have ascended in her name.
I Skull of Gul'dan to Ysera, and that helped me win. Yeah, it'll do that. It'll do that. This card sometimes is deceptively annoying.
Naxxramas never lacks corpses.
I have to throw. I guess I'm taking 6. Like 6 isn't that much, I guess. Oh, it just feels so mad that I can't.
Your challenge awaits.
Annoying. Okay, we'll try that. Did Merc gift one to Black Lagooner? Oh my god, I missed that. Thank you so much, Merc. I appreciate that. I know we know he does. He already told us. Also, I have something growing out of my shoulder. Hold on. Oh my god, that's big and it hurts. Good lord. Ah. But not a long time. Has an undead died? I actually don't know. That's an undead. It's also just a huge unit. Just something about a big unit that did I get 1 of these or did I get 2? Played it on 1 and then I attacked. I think I only got 1, right? I just noticed you look a little bit like a German singer-songwriter. You ever heard this, Mr. Red? I have heard that. The lead singer from Rammstein. And he's 95 these days. The world is a better place with kindness. It really, truly is.
We're not done with you yet. Hey, I got you, friend.
I don't know. It's a lot of stats. Like, I just want me to wait 2 turns for it to die. That's dumb. That's dumb. What's the smallest demon I have? 2 Fiddlefire Imps. God of Rustwicks. A double Soloist. Look up Mark Forster. Oh yeah, somebody's linked to that person before. They've mentioned that guy. I recognize his name. Or is he bald guy with glasses and a red beard? Yeah, I could see it. Yeah, I see it. Alright, let's get Enhanced Dreadlord.
You're undead to me.
I didn't win that 50-50. We had Rustwicks, Enhanced Dreadlord, and 2 Fiddlefires. Fiddlefire's still a good card. Exclamation mark hair 2 if you want to see Red beard. Oh no. Oh no. My name is Mark, and I am bald with a red beard, and I don't have glasses. Give it time. Your vision will fade in time. You blame me for saying I lost at this point? That Antonin was still dormant. How did you win? That's crazy.
Here for a good time.
But not a long time. Got 13, 14, 15.
The more you struggle, the better.
You're undead to me.
The glassing is soon upon us. My sister, like 2 or 3 years ago, finally got glasses. And probably up until she was like in her late 20s or maybe like early 30s. You know, she might have been, how old am I? 30? So maybe she was like 30, I don't know. She finally got glasses, and like our whole family, my mom and my brother, I'm not sure if their vision's that much worse than mine these days, because mine, I feel like I can't see, but they're legally blind without their glasses.
The Lich King.
My sister never wore glasses. She just always could see it. It was always so strange, but cool for her. But I mean, I don't really mind wearing glasses. I mean, I've had glasses since I was like 3, so gotta wear glasses. All right, we're gonna reroll all that. Looking for Scrap Imp, looking for Shadow Council. Didn't find him. Merc, thank you so much for all the gifted subs. I don't know what I do to deserve it or what I did in the past, but thank you. I hope Vic, I'm sure he appreciates it. He's a good guy. Yeah, it makes sense. Still, I don't think I've ever got Divine Shield or Poison from that. I know a lady who wears glasses but doesn't need them for fashion. I got contacts at one point, and then I wore fake glasses, like big, thick rimmed fake glasses, and I wore contacts, and then I was like, wait a minute. Why don't I just buy, because the like contacts have always bothered my eyes, like horrifically. My eyes would get like all bloodshot after like 2 hours of wearing them. I had like the one use kind too, so like they weren't dirty or anything. When I tried to explain it to the ophthalmologist, or maybe it was just an optometrist. I think he was an optometrist. He's like, yeah, that really shouldn't be happening. I'm like, yeah, no shit, dude. It didn't really help. Back my emo days, I wore black rim glasses that were not prescription. Being a youngster is so dumb, huh? Always doing stupid crap.
Hope prevails.
I think back to being, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and like, you got like a pimple or like you had like a bad hair day and it was like the worst thing. And it's like, I can't even remember the last time I thought about how bad I looked and like cared at all. Why would I care? Yeah, it's like, man, you look terrible. Yeah, I know. Kind of a thing. I'm not looking better as time goes on. Nice. It's refreshing. It's freeing, What's he gonna do? Trade his guy into my guy? Who cares? I wanted to die. Reno the ophthalmologist. His name wasn't Reno, but I don't know what his name was. So maybe it was. Actually, his name could have been Reno.
For master we take.
Oh my god, this guy's playing literal trash here. Shadow Council. I don't think I do it this turn.
Hope prevails.
These aren't great. I mean, if this doesn't line up, maybe. We'll see. I like Amplifier in Demon Hunter because the 1 mana hero power helps remove the issue of having 11 mana for finale cards. That is oddly specific. And I can't remember the last time I had a finale card in a Demon Hunter or an audio amplifier or enough cards to care. Wow, this guy like just dumping shit after shit. Just caca turn. But maybe these are like the little advantages that you're finding that are working out.
Fiddle me this.
You can go Conrathod into Lord Jaraxus. I've had Rustwick's die, duh. Because I only won my game from having played Amplifier earlier. Oh, sorry. Sometimes you guys don't. If you guys at each other, I just don't read it. But then one of them's not added, so I read that one, and then I get confused. My mistake, my mistake.
Servants of the Black Harvest!
I get 2 at least. I've had many opponents that play Amplifier and then top deck a promo Drake, and they play it naked because they have 9 mana. Yeah, that does happen. I can't say I had a lot of opponents where I've seen that, or a lot of times myself where I've been affected by it, but it's definitely a thing. It's interesting. I like small interactions like that mattering, and then like a 2 mana 2/3 that does this really like fringe specific thing being slightly more valuable or slightly less valuable in a class because you have a 1 mana hero power or whatever. Like those are the things that make Hearthstone so interesting. And a card like a 3 mana 8/8 rush that you get to summon another 10/10 rush the next turn. Like those cards aren't interesting. They don't lend themselves to those kind of like nuanced plays. So that's why I'm always so critical of cards like that, because the small kind of synergistic interactions are the best part of the game. We were at a concert of that Mark guy last summer. Girl was holding a sign in front of us. My little sister, 10 at that point, asked my dad what's written on the sign. My father said in a loud manner, "For certain, it is Mark, I want a baby of yours." And exactly at that moment, the crowd was dead silent. I was pissing myself with laughter. That's funny.
Chosen by Amatis herself.
Is it worth it? It's not worth it. I'm not throwing away my coin just to get a 1/4 thing and float mana next turn. Okay, it might have been worth it. There's just so few ways for him to take advantage of that spot as a druid, right? Sorry, Dad, I had a vasectomy. I don't have a lot of good stories of like that comedy trope, yelling and then it being silent. You know what? I worked at Target one time, and I had a really cool boss when I was first working. I was really young. His name was Jeff, and he was just kind of a goofball. And you know, as time went on, you got like fewer and fewer of those kind of interesting, like kind of nice people. Target sort of pushed him further and further out, but it kind of felt a little less like corporate when I started working there. Maybe it's because I was so young, people just kind of like didn't give an F. I don't know. But I remember one time, it was like a busy Saturday morning, and I was up at the front desk. What do they call it? Guest services, and he had a cart full of all these broken things. They called them chargebacks. You would take them out of the system and you bring them back to the receiving dock, and they would process them, and they'd send them off. They'd send them back to the manufacturer. They would sell them, etc., etc. And I remember he had his cart, and he was like, "Hey, will you take this, to the back for me?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." He was the boss of the store. He probably was making $125,000 a year, and I was like, "Yeah, sure, whatever. I'll do whatever you say." And he just kept piling it high. He was like, "Here, just take like one more, Oh, here, grab this one. Put this one up there too. Like, take this one too." And he just kept piling it higher and higher. And I was like, "Dude," and I was talking to him. I was like, "Man, this is too tall. You're stacking this thing. It's like, I can barely see over this thing, and it's way higher than, the cart. This is not a good idea." He's like, "Oh, trust me, you'll be fine." I was like, "Okay, fine." So I was leaving the guest service desk. I had this towering mound of broken merchandise, all this broken shit. And then, of course, as I took like 2 steps on a Saturday morning at the front of the store, the whole thing came crashing down. And it was already broken, so I was like, "Who cares?" And I was like, "Okay, whatever." And then like the whole place went silent, like the whole front of the store, like everybody working there and everybody shopping there. It was probably like 100 people. I just remembered this now. I probably repressed this memory, like this whole memory blocked out. And then like it goes completely silent, and he kind of walks up behind me, and he just does like a slow clap, like just like it was my fault, even though he knew it was all broken. It was all broken to begin with, and he was the one that stacked it up, and then everybody started like cracking up. I was like, "What the fuck? I'm getting screwed here." So anyway, that's what reminded me of that. Osha's gonna find out, Red. He quit or got fired. I don't know. Target always fired everyone. And then he like came in shopping. Like he was probably like 35, 40, maybe 40. I don't know. He came in like a couple months later driving a yellow Lamborghini. And he had a gal on his arm. Apparently he had divorced his wife, and he had this gal, and she couldn't have been older than like 20, 19 or 20. And he came to work in a, you know, I was like, hey, how's it going, man? He's like, yeah, pretty good. You doing okay? I was like, yeah, you're doing okay. He's like, oh yeah. I'm like, okay, gotta get back to work. I still have my shit job. I don't have a Lamborghini.
Hey, I got you, friend.
Sounds like a G. He was a cool guy. He was a cool guy. I mean, as a boss. I mean, I can barely remember. I don't know how long he was at the store when I was there. Maybe 6 months, maybe a year. I don't know. Two years. I'm not really sure. But he was funny. He was a good guy. And then I remember one time. He was closing the store, and I was just kind of working. And then there was this other guy, Frank, who was really cool. And he was just like a kind of like a guest service employee, but he was a little older. So I was probably like 17 or 18, and Frank was probably like 23 or 24. And he was putting stuff back in the bins at the end of the night. Wait, I'm not getting any of that back. He was putting stuff in the bins at the end of the night. If I had played this first, I would have got all that back. And we were just goofing around, I remember. And he took a frisbee and he was taking this frisbee and he was putting it back put back on the shelf. But he went like the whole distance, the whole length of the front end. And he's like, here, you bet I could throw it in the bin from all the way over here. I was like, sure, yeah, maybe. So he threw it and it just went straight up and then hit the guest service sign. And then was just shattered the lights and made this horrendous ruckus. And glass was just raining down on us. And then Jeff, the store manager, came out and he just like looked up and saw the light like kind of flashing and then like turn off and all this broken glass. I think I was just bleeding. And he's like, clean this up and you owe me one. And then he just walked away. Which is probably why he got fired now that I think about it. Also, I do want to mention that was maybe the worst Solarian Prime I've ever seen in the history of existence. And I hate this game more and more every day. Just want to be clear on that. I don't even know what I kill. Most of this? All of this? Do I lose my guy? I lose my guy. Answering the question. What if you worked with the dude perfect before they got good at tricks? Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I remember we broke a lot of stuff just like goofing around there. I can kill those. Both. But I'm not gaining anything. Play this. I don't know, let's get some stuff on the board and then we can worry about other stuff. Ooh, this is pretty good. Maybe I'll try to get this one down. In high school, I worked at a store that sold TVs. And this guy I worked with named Jeff was carrying a ladder on his shoulder one day. Someone called his name and he spun around and the back of the ladder slammed into a TV and smashed the screen. One of the managers called him Hurricane Jeff after that and it stuck for years. That's funny, like, did he get fired? No, they just called him Hurricane Jeff.
Number one to me.
I had a guy I worked with. His name was Kevin. And Kevin used to, just reek of alcohol all the time. He would go on his lunch and he would come back and, you know, he was probably 45, 40, maybe 50. I'm not sure. Definitely in that range. And he worked at Target and I can only imagine how much he hated his life at that time. So he used to go on his lunch and come back and reek of alcohol. He was a nice enough guy. And I remember working and I was in the back room. I think it might have even been like Black Friday. It might have been like, you know, holiday sale or something. And he was operating a pallet jack, and I can only imagine, you know, now he must have been plastered out of his mind. Probably shouldn't have been using it. I don't want to draw. I'll just take a nether because it might do something. And probably, I don't know, 20 feet up, 25 feet up in the risers, he was on the ground. Maybe it was 20 feet. I don't know, 15 maybe. And he had the pallet jack, the electric pallet jack, and the forklift. And he's got it up, and he's bringing this pallet of microwaves down. And I don't know how many microwaves. There was probably 40 microwaves, maybe. Hold on a second. Let me Maybe I should play that. There was probably 40 microwaves. And as he's bringing it down, I don't know, he like mishandles it or it was like loaded improperly and the whole pallet, I swear to God, I was watching this. The whole pallet came down and like landed on him and like hit him in the head and like just crushed his body. And I kind of like shifted, you know, 6 or 7 microwaves off of him. And, you know, I was like, Kevin, are you okay? He's like, oh, you know, he's clearly concussed, like, just can barely, like, see. And he's like, yeah, no, I'm okay. It's like, we need to go to the hospital? Like, what are we going to do? He's like, no, I'll be fine. You know, don't call anybody kind of thing. Like, don't call anybody. I was probably, like, 18 or something, 19. Like, I don't know how he lived through that. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Yeah, working at Target is horrible, man. Horrible. But I don't think he should have been using the
Titans could use some chaos.
your highest cost card. I don't think he should have been using the pallet jack. Is that an undead? Is that an undead? To alcohol, the cause of and solution to all of life's problems, man. I'm telling you, like the whole pallet dropped on his head. I probably, you know, his shoulders and his back too. It wasn't just like on the top of his head, but I worked warehouse from 10 to 12 and 12 to 4. It was rough. Oh, these are years. It was rough stuff. It was especially full case picking like microwaves, PCs and printers.
Final moment.
Not ages. Yeah, sorry. I have 2 more primes. No, I have 1 more prime. I need Conrathod prime, huh? This card's just too expensive to ever get down. Ooh, Jaraxus. That's kind of good. Wish I could coin. You know what?
You face Jaraxus.
Okay.
And our lord of the burning
We have a hero power again. Do you have to pay the bills if it's a workplace injury in the US? No. It's workers' comp. But he probably would have gotten fired for being drunk.
May this blossom.
Just blossom. Hopefully he doesn't swing. Wow. I actually want him drawing. Getting us closer in fatigue is very nice. I'm glad we took the nether now. How do I kill that? Do I have a rush? I do have a rush. Oh, I have a weapon as well. That's insane. I just realized that. Staples and Frito-Lay kept me in hellish shape though. Yeah. Yeah. I remember the warehouse guys. They were always in good shape. This is a full clear. Can I ever kill him here? I can Hellfire. Shoot. Yeah. Run.
Hope prevails.
Yeah, man. Working at Target, that was a wild time. How long did you work at Target, Redbeard? So many amazing stories. I was there for a long time, man. I was there for, I think, like 14 years. Which is also absurd to think about. I started when I was 16, and I left. I was definitely 30. It was before I turned 31. That explains a lot. Yeah, I started just doing like whatever, stocking the shelves, and when I left, I was in charge of a lot of people, and you know, they just kept paying me more money to do less work. So I was like, okay, I had no real motivation or like direction or drive. It was just kind of like, you know, kind of made sense. It was the only job I had had. But like by the end there, I was like, this is horrible. This was so bad. So I became a streamer. I'm noticing some parallels with Hearthstone Arena, but all jokes aside, it's a million times better to be a streamer than to work at Target, even when Hearthstone can be frustrating. Did I go to college? Yeah, but I didn't graduate. I didn't. I was actually taking college classes when I was 16. We were taking community college classes at my high school. Apparently, I tested really well all the time my whole life, and I was very smart, but I hated school. I think there's a certain like personality type that just doesn't really thrive in those type of situations, I think. You know, I don't know. It's we kind of like, at least in America, it's like everybody kind of gets the same experience, but it really, like, a lot of people need to like learn in different ways. I didn't realize you worked there for 14 years. Yeah, that was a long time. What's up, Tony? Look, you'd be a nice manager. I was a nice manager. I didn't care. Like, I didn't really care what. I didn't care. But like, people who showed potential, I helped them get better at their job. That's really what I was probably best at. Like teaching people to do their job better. But my, like, when I left, my job was to like teach the people that worked for me how to manage their teams better, like how to optimize their schedule, how to like improve their interviewing skills for when they would interview for promotions and stuff like that. Like, I kind of, like, anybody that was up for a promotion, like, always came to me. They would send me people from other stores and be like sit and like pick his brain. And yeah. When did I quit? I quit when I started streaming. I can't remember exactly. I think I quit in March and started streaming in April. It's totally fine if I pull Enhanced Dreadlord. None of those are demons?
It's perfectly
Take some power off the board. Another one. Could play these two. That's pretty good. Redbeard the Wise. Redbeard the Wise ass. I don't want to take any damage, but I guess I don't really have a choice.
You got burned.
I don't really have a choice here. What does this look like? What if I hit here? Hit there? And do that? It's really no good. So I guess
It's perfectly
I could just trade and not take the damage. I think I will do that. I'm so low. I need to see if I can, I'll have a taunt. Maybe I can hit a prime. I haven't seen Mamba forever. Yeah, I haven't seen KBD or Mamba forever. I miss Mamba forever. He gifted an insane amount of subs. I hope he's alright.
Why aren't you cheering?
I'm a turd. That's very bad for me. On a result of him getting 2 5/5s for 2 mana. I guess I do this so he doesn't get another 3/3. Yeah, I mean, right? Redbeard is the devil for the working class people. Wait, what does that mean? The devil? Redbeard is the devil? Are you sure that's how we want to describe Redbeard? Aren't I like a man of the people? I thought it was like Redbeard, a man of the people. So take 3. I don't have to take 3 this way. I mean, that's good. Might not be enough, but it's good.
Your souls belong
the warrior one would have been great there. 100% makes my job a million times more bearable. Me? But he called me the devil, though. Not the savior. Might be down to 30 life, all the board presence and cards, but I believe in you, Redbeard. It's like it's looking like a deck you don't get to draft naturally or organically very often. I'm defending you. Oh, good. That's good. That's good for Redbeard. Pull an Enhanced Dreadlord if I can get a couple spells. It's funny because trading in might actually just be wrong, right? This is okay though, I can chop there. Oh yeah, definitely right to give it Reborn. And trade it, I think.
You face Jaraxus, and lord of the Burning Legion.
Good combo. Is there any reason to keep this? I have Scrap Imp, but I've already used Shadow Council. I'm just gonna throw it. Also, Possum, good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Did you check out, what's that game called? Sea Star? Star Spirit? Did you check that game out today? Old Jaraxus would have healed for more. I'm telling you, man, you should gain like 3 armor every time you use your hero power. I think that'd be fair. There's a card to be buffed from Tether. Oh yeah, you're right.
Gold in the shadows.
That might be nice. But now I can kill this. That might be more important. I'm dead on board right now. I'm still dead on board. Okay, maybe he misses lethal.
You serve well. Well played.
What game was it? Sea of Stars. The new RPG, I guess?
You serve well.
We were playing it on Discord earlier, but I was at work. Yeah, I saw Barb playing it. I think some other streamers were playing it too. I think a lot of the Mario guys were playing it today.
Your soul shall be mine.
I think cool. I might check it out. I assume Aura played it. He's doing Tomb Raider. I didn't see him playing it. I don't really know much about Tomb Raider. This card is okay. I guess I could coin it. I'm not gonna coin it though. Or was talking about it, but he didn't play it, and maybe he will soon. Might play it off stream. I lost a 10-0 to a guy who played Energy Shaper into Trial by Fire into Unending Swarm, and I hate the game. Yeah, that sounds annoying. Merc, thank you for gifting one to Alamgear. I hope they appreciate it. I certainly do. You are, in my opinion, far too kind. I need, get 2 cheap things. I'm just... double spells. Yeah, I needed, Soloist, right? Who underrates Energy Shaper? I don't think I've ever seen or heard such a thing. Just don't have time to coin the Doomkin, right? I don't know. Maybe skips another turn or something.
Everybody needs a casket.
Look what I found.
Look what I found. Some disgusting bug. Why would I want to look at that? God, I want his mana. I'm just gonna get a Fiddle Fire Imp anyway. Maybe I'll get lucky though. I couldn't even hit a Dreadlord. Upper Soloist or Rustwicks would have been better though. Better odds to hit one of those than to hit that. Guess I could have hit Scrap Imp though. Maybe I'll get lucky, but you're Redbeard and you're playing Hearthstone. That's not good. I think what you want to be or who you want to be. I don't know, maybe he trades.
Dirt, but we just built this.
Armor! Lightly used armor! Ready to fight for a better future? Hope prevails.
It's a good song.
These old bones just keep moving.
This Fontaine Archon quest is very good. You will enjoy it in due time. I'm making progress. I haven't for a couple of days now in Sumeru. You know what would be a great card to get? Opera Soloist. That would be a delightful card to draw. And I need a healing 4-drop. Okay. I've only done part 1, but it was alright. I enjoyed it.
poop in the
Hey, Merc, thanks for gifting one to Rudy Grooby Brudus. Hopefully Rudy appreciates it. Am I tapping? I can't really tap, huh? Let's tap. I need a better play. I like how you're 2 mana ahead and you're playing worse cards than your opponent every turn. What, you think Golden Scarab and Life Drinker are bad cards? Yeah, that's fair. Give me an undead. Song? I gotcha. It's not Despacito, don't be fooled. Okay, undead with rush and lifesteal. Can I even? I could hit an undead. Let's say I tap, I go to 3. Let's say I don't tap. I don't think I can tap. I want to tap. I'm kind of dying. Of course it's Despacito. Why would the bot lie? Why would the bot lie, Redbeard? Why would the bot lie?
We're not done with you yet.
Alright, maybe he trades into this thing. It's not too late. Dead on board. I think our deck far exceeded what I would expect out of it. We got very, very lucky. The first 5 or 6 games, 5 games for sure. We just had Imprison Scrap Imp and Shadow Councils out the wazoo. And we were just killing people by turn 4 or 5. Really like the pick of Shadow Council over the location. The key is, you know, what you were able to do in the past all the time. For the better that you're not, but when you can get Council, Scrap Imp, and the location, it's like you can't really lose when you get all 3 of them. But we were, you know, in a similar position when we just got 2. But I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I think we'll throw that bad boy on YouTube. Let's open this, because maybe YouTube likes to see what you get.